Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to budget my second paycheck of February. So let's go ahead and get started. So today is Wednesday, February 26th. I am 4 ones on top of this. I'm trying to get this done during the week so that it doesn't feel like so much of a chore to do it, to film it, edit it, do the thumbnail, upload it, and everything on a weekend. So I'm trying to break up my videos and do everything throughout the weeks, just spread it out a little bit more. So I did get paid today. Well, technically my payday is on Friday, but I bank with Wells Fargo and they gave me my paycheck a couple of days early, so it's Wednesday. It's currently 7:30. We've had dinner. We watched a couple of episodes of The Sopranos. We're in the last season. I think there's only 5 episodes left of the last season, so nearly done. It's our first time watching the show. It's been very good. It's actually like the 4th time that we've tried to watch the show and the first time that we've succeeded on and like sticking with it. The first 3 times we watched like the first season and couldn't like stick with it, and I think it's because we were probably like on our phones or something, not fully paying attention. But this time we made it past the first season and I love it. We love it. It's so good. I'm already excited for our first rewatch in a few years, just because with a show like this one, I feel like you get so much from the rewatch because there's so many side stories along with Tony's and the Sopranos stories. So I'm already excited for the first rewatch, even though we're not done with our first watch. But anyways, we should be done, if not Friday, then Saturday, I would imagine, if we watch a couple of episodes a day until then. But anyways, yeah, today's the 26th, and let's go ahead and budget my paycheck. It's nearly the end of the month. Obviously it's still February, so I still have to finish funding March since I am a month ahead. The $17.21.67 is just a regular paycheck. It's my second paycheck of the month. My first paycheck of the month is always a little less money because my train pass comes out of the first paycheck. My second paycheck doesn't have that. So let's go ahead and finish taking care of this. We have the 1721.67. Let's do this again. All right, 786.70 going to fund my, just like those bills that I mentioned earlier, gym, phone bill, electricity, and then the rent and utility fee. Let's go ahead and adjust the ComEd bill of $43.50. Yep. So yeah, I hit this instead of this. Okay. All of my subscription and fees, we'll do $48.12 for all those. Food. So that is groceries, dining out, work lunches, and treats for a total of $180 to fully fund that whole category group. Variable expenses, including entertainment, rideshare, miscellaneous, and household consumables, it's $47.50, but I am actually going to, starting in March, I think, no, I'll wait 1 more month to start funding the, you know what? I'm not going to fund it with February's paychecks. I'm going to keep an eye on this divvy category, which is for electric scooters and electric bikes. And then if I need to, I'll let this get overspent and then send money to it with future paychecks. But starting in April, I will start sending money to the divvy category. And then Gabby Improvement Fund, $182.50, and that will cover my sinking fund for underwear, bras, socks, my shopping category, and then next month I think I will start increasing that like I talked about in a past video. I wanted to get my Roth IRA funded first. I'm going to increase this target a little bit, not by much, but hobbies, personal care, which are things like toothpaste, toothbrushes, shampoo, self-care, things like massages and stuff, tennis. I think that's all I fund monthly. So $182.50 for this paycheck. And then the last category, I believe, is the medical, which will get $10 to hit the target. Everything else, yeah, everything else is taken care of. I think, yeah, just reimbursements and just money my sister will send me, and then credit cards because I have some overspending in February that we'll take care of now. Yeah, $473.35. That's making sense. I was so confused. But let's go ahead and go into February and cover the overspending. So we have 3 overspent categories. AT&T is just 3 cents more than what I budgeted. It always varies a little bit, and I never know why. So it is what it is. Let's just cover that with ready to assign. Groceries, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is because it was the Super Bowl and I didn't plan for that. We did buy wings for the Super Bowl and made some at home, and they were good and it was a good time and no regrets. Other than that, I feel like it was a pretty average month with groceries, so I'm okay with this going over. When I made the changes to my budget, I lowered my grocery budget to the average that I spent in 2024. So I was okay. Like, I made the change knowing that it was possible that there were months that I was going to go over. So it's okay. It is what it is. I should have remembered though that for Super Bowl Sunday we normally do spend a little bit more. So the $736 I'm going to go ahead and cover with ready to assign. And then finally, delivery. We got pizza delivered one day because we had a little bit of a mini type of staycation. We both took some time off because my boyfriend's work is about to get crazy. He's not going to be able to take some time off for a little bit. So we took time off, we got massages, and then got food delivered. And so that was my half. So I'll go ahead and cover this with dining out, actually. Perfect. And that takes care of all of my overspending. I think my dining out will be underfunded, but we'll snooze that because I don't need to send more money there. But that leaves $465.96 that I can use to fund my various sinking funds. I don't need any money for my variable expenses because the month is nearly over. If I do need to stop by the grocery store to grab something in the next couple of days, I will hope my boyfriend covers it. We'll see. But if not, I will just take money from somewhere else. It's not a big deal. So let's just go ahead and see what I can send money to. Let's go ahead and send. Let's start with $25 to his birthday category. I did take money out of dates and stuff, even though it was already fully funded, which is what this green check means. But I'm not going to send any money there because I think it's good for now. There are other priorities like live events. Let's do $55 to live events. Miscellaneous is fully covered for now. Let's go ahead and do gifts. I said I don't have any gifts. I'm not expecting to need to buy any gifts for a while. Let's start sending some money to visitors because you just never know when someone's like, are you free this day? Let's do some money to gifts. let's start sending some money to electronics because there's a few things that I want to buy. Something that's been on my list for a very, very long time is an iMac. I've wanted one for years. I currently have a MacBook Pro, which is what I'm filming on right now and what I'm using to record and use my YNAB. That's just my computer. But I've always wanted like a desktop, and I feel like it's almost time. Do I need it? No. I've always wanted one, and why not start saving up for one? So the only hesitation I have is that I need a monitor for when I work from home, which is not that often anymore. It's only one day a week. And I need to know if I can plug what's it called? My work laptop, which is it's an HP PC. That's what it's called. A PC, if I can plug that and use my iMac as a second monitor. And I try to do some research on it, and I don't think it's possible, which is my holdup, but I want to go into an Apple store and find out, because if so, I think I'll start saving towards this a little more aggressively. Christmas, not super aggressive though, because it's also not a huge priority. It's just something I want. Christmas, let's just send them $20. Start saving a little bit here and there so that doesn't hurt later on, you know. We'll do 25 to gifts. Whoa. Oh yes. Okay, that's something I wanted to do. So, all right, let's pull up the calendar. How do I make this into a year? All right, so this is the yearly calendar. Let's make this smaller so you can see the whole year. All right, our lease is up. We have to be out no longer in the apartment September 1st. So, and we have to give notice 60 days before. So essentially, so say the 31st, that's 30 days, that's 60 days. If I'm doing this correctly, we have to give notice at the end of June. 30, 60. Yeah. And some of the apartments that we are considering looking at, they can start leasing 90 days out, which would be end of May-ish, which is not that far from now. 1, 2, which it's like 3 months away. So we are getting close. And being the planner that I am, I need to start like looking for apartments and knowing the buildings that are even like an option for us, and start like saving for these things. So I want to create a sinking fund so I can start throwing money in there. I've already started creating I've started like looking up how much things would cost so I can start creating a budget. Obviously I will share that with you guys, duh. But I know that the end of August is still ways away. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months away until we'd have to move even. But I like to prepare. So it gives me anxiety, like not knowing where we're gonna be in 6 months. So it's best for me to like know what buildings we can afford that fit our like criteria, like what we want. That's why I started to do the research, and that's why I want to start saving for it. So we're gonna go ahead and create a sinking fund for this. I'm not going to create a target for this. I'm just going to throw money in there when I can for now until I have a better idea of what the budget will be. I've already started working on it in my 2025 money, like Google Sheets. But there's a few different aspects to it, because there's the application process. There's how much we can afford for rent, because we are going to likely upgrade our apartment a little bit, a little more space, and like a nicer building. And then ideally we'll see what ends up happening, because in the summer it is more expensive to rent in Chicago. And then So there's the apartment, like the application fee process. There's the budget for like the monthly rent. There's the moving costs. And then on top of that, we had talked about getting like a new couch when we move, and we'll have to upgrade our desks. Like our desks cannot handle another move. They are on their last legs. So there'll definitely be like new furniture that we'll have to get, and likely like a new bed. So there will be some upgrades that will need to be made when we move. So it's not going to be like a cheap move by any means. Like the moving itself will be within the city, and that itself will be cheap, but the buying of new stuff will not be cheap, if that makes sense. I prefer new furniture. I just prefer not to buy things secondhand. I don't know, it's just how it is. My boyfriend wants to look into secondhand furniture, so if that's what he wants to do, I've tasked him with that. Like he can like take the lead on that, and that's fine. And so more to come on that. Anyways, a little off topic because we still have some money to budget here, but $240.96 is what is left. Let's see what we have up in my Gabby improvement fund. This always needs money. Let's send a little money to my hobbies because that is always in dire need. No, I'm holding off on sending money to my shopping. All right, let's just do this and finish this. I'm done. I'm over this. I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed at 8. I wake up like at 4:30. Like between tomorrow, I'll probably like set my alarm for 4:15 because I gotta exercise before I get ready for work. So I go to bed early. I fall asleep not so early. Start throwing some money at moving. Let's do a little more towards electronics. Okay, live events is always a struggle. I guess we can just get this funded since I don't know what else to do. All right, just finished it up by sending a little more money to my boyfriend's like birthday categories, a little bit towards electronics, a couple of dollars to the holding category, which is where I like to send just the random change. What else did I do? Yeah, you saw it all. I think what I need to do to make things go a little bit smoother is kind of figure out what I have going on in the next few months, maybe like the next quarter or so, and make a list of what my priorities are in terms of my budget and my sinking funds, because I know I want to get these funded so that I can focus on my list in terms of what's most important and then work my way down that list. It's just easier for me that way. I like to focus all of my attention on one thing and then move on to the next, which is why I always focus on my Roth IRA all at once and then move on to my sinking funds. And that is why I'm also not saving for next year's Roth IRA. I don't like to save like $500 a month or $600 a month all year for next year, because it just feels like that's money that could be going towards other things or for fun even, because I know I'm going to get it funded. I'm going to focus all of my energy on it until it's done, and I just work so much better that way, because otherwise I just don't know what to do. I'm just like, so yeah, I think by the time my next paycheck hits, I will do my absolute best to have come up with a plan on my priorities for any extra money that I have. Yeah. For now, let's take a quick look at my calendar. I always like to look at it on camera because I feel like it just gives me a chance to see what I have coming up. See, haven't gotten paid yet, but yeah, nothing this weekend. We've tried to get tennis this week, but there's just like no good availabilities at our gym until Sunday, which is daylight savings, and we might go see a comedian. We don't know yet. We haven't bought tickets, but it's a possibility. And then yeah, pretty low-key couple of weeks, which is good because the last couple of weekends have been busy with like Valentine's Day, birthday stuff, time off of work. So that is it for today's video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye!